Hi everyone, it's Phil London, and today we're gonna do a hoop training. I'm actually gonna pick up hand weights, show you how to get started, but if it's your first time hooping, you can go ahead and just practice the actual act of hooping. Now, when you lose the hoop, guess what? When it falls to the ground, you have to squat and pick it back up. So it's not that you're not exercising, you're still doing the core work. The hoop is 3 pounds, so every time you drop it, just commit to picking it up with a squat and you will still be exercising. I usually can teach people how to hoop within 1 or 2 sessions, so we will get started and see how it goes. A couple things to think about when you're in your home and you might not have a lot of space. The idea is you turn around. If you can do that with the hoop, you most likely won't hit anything on either side of you. I can't promise that, but most likely you won't. It is a little harder to pick up weights. I have 2 different weights here. These are hand weights that you actually put on like a glove from 2000 Reebok. And I have regular dumbbells. Okay, so that's what I do. I have those in my hand, right? And then do my little circle, all right? I always worry a little, but once I get it started, because the first motion of it going around is a little scary. Am I gonna hit something? Do I have enough room? Listen, if you have a huge house, you might not have that issue. I have a small apartment, and so yeah, I have to worry about those things. So it's just that first one. Once you're clear that you have enough room, should be easier when we go to switch sides. Because right now, I am hooping counterclockwise. So 12, 11, 10, 9. I'm going that way. I'm using my right oblique. Now, a lot of people think they have to move. I actually lose the hoop when I do that. Guys, I keep really tight. I'm just gonna back up a little bit. I think I have enough, well, I'm getting close to the wall, all right? So I'm gonna stay here. So I keep tight in my abs, and honestly, the less you move, the more the hoop securely stays around your waist. Honestly, if you look a little spastic, flailing around, you're gonna drop it. Or maybe you have dropped this hoop a couple of times. Squat down and pick it up. All right, so I'm gonna give you a little bit of arm work. I was just holding these up. Make sure you do not drop your arms. None of the arm work can be lower than 3 and 9 on your clock, otherwise you'll hit your hand. It's probably not gonna feel that good, okay? Also, like I have a dog here, she's down there, but he's down there. He's a Chihuahua, he's little, but if I had had Rocky, I could have hit Rocky in the face. So be cautious of kids and dogs, okay? But I'm gonna do some shoulder press. But if you're just focusing and working on your rotation, then by all means, just try that. I hope to add on step touch. I can do all those things. I can change my foot position. I used to teach boxing moves with it. I mean, it's endless, and it's all core. Good. And 1. And it's fun, right? If you don't have a spot to put your arms when you're practicing the hoop, I always love this position. I just say genie position. We hold. Okay, right now I'm hip width distance apart, but I can go into a stagger. I can lift my back heel. I've done those kinds of things, lift the back heel. If I start to lose the hoop, I speed up. That was actually a lot harder. Just trying my left leg forward this time and my right leg back and going up and down. Much harder to hold the hoop. Now I'll have to remember to try that on the other side, but you can always keep hip width distance apart, and feet together. Feet together is harder. Okay, you're more unstable. What do they tell a football player? Get nice and wide, because it will be a nice, wide, stable base. So hip width distance apart is gonna be the place you learn, okay? So let's try the other direction, okay? And yes, my heart rate's up. So we're gonna do the variation. You can circle around if you need to check, okay? Watch, one of these days, I'm gonna like smash something, it's gonna go flying. That's not uncommon in my place. All right, so now we're doing our shoulder press. Four more. And could you just do this arm work without the hoop? Yep. 2 and 1. Good. And Jeannie, you will be surprised. Your heart rate will be up. The type of cardio I teach is more, you're exercising. You don't feel like you're killing yourself. Wow, that's pretty cool, right? And when you're done, you're like, oh my God, my heart rate was up. How is that? It might not be 180, might not be really fast, might just be 100, 110. Resting, if you're lucky, is 60. Mine's actually a lot higher, probably due to anxiety. In any case, I digress. All right, let's try those legs forward and back. So I'm gonna take my left leg forward and I lowered it down. I sped it up a little. All right, so I'm gonna go squat it. I'm telling you guys, it's a little harder. And then I was like, should I edit that out? But in any case, I decided to keep it in. Also, I'm doing a little voiceover for a little bit because when I dropped the hoop, I think I dislodged the mic. So I go back and I finish the one leg forward and one leg back, lift and lower off that back foot and back down. That was actually really advanced to give today. I could barely do it myself. I haven't done that one for a while. So then I go back to traditional hooping with hip width distance apart. I bring my arms out to the sides and I'm doing arm circles. I would recommend 8 arm circles in each direction. And then backwards now. The audio will come back on and then I'll switch over to what I was talking about during the class, which clearly I was saying quite a bit. Finishing up those arm circles. I remember thinking the backwards arm circles was so hard because your arms are going back and you're propelling the hoop forward. And then we're gonna switch the direction again and repeat the arm work. And just know you can always do the arm work without the hoop. Okay, weights are together. I'm gonna go up and pull down. Up, pull down. I'm sort of making this diamond shape. 4 more. Good. Now, we're gonna go overhead triceps. Push. Hard push. So I recommend you start with no weights. Just try gesturing arms is what that's called. And then add the weights on. Now I did show you the hand weights or the wrist weights. You could try that because then it would be easier to get on the hoop with the weights. But I used to do this all the time in the gym. I haven't done it for years, so it's not something you forget, right? It's like riding a bike. Maybe you fall off. All right, let's try the other side. So now I'm going clockwise. I'm gonna do those same 2 arm movements. All right, so we're at the 10-minute mark. So I'm gonna finish these. Good, and I'm pulling over. When I go to lose it, I make one big sweep around to get the speed up. Pull. So it's harder for me. So I'm better going counterclockwise. then clockwise. One more. All right, then we're gonna do those triceps. So we go tricep, return. Good. 4, 3. It's endless with the hoop. You can do core, you can do strength, and you can do traditional hooping is what I call it. All right. We're gonna take that out. That's hard. Challenging, but fun. I'm just gonna have you stretch out your back. Flat back and stretch, and then come up. Round it, and press up. Round. Press up one more time. Round. And press up. Good. It's endless. Couple taps. I'm just gonna take you here. Lifting. One of my favorites is tricep. And you're really loading into the compression of the hoop. You can even go under it, press it back. Scoop it, press, 2, and 1. And then you can get into any type of bar sculpting using the hoop. You can either have straight arms or bent. A little harder this way because you have to balance on the tip of the hoop. So this part's harder. As you can see, 3, using the core to stabilize, 2, and 1. Switch sides, we go up. Breathe, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Rest. Okay, so I think that's a good introduction to the hoop. There's a little bit of hooping, some arm work, and some strengthening. And we can keep building from there. I will try to put on short little videos on Instagram and YouTube. Go ahead and like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's really important and helpful to me. And if you are interested in training with me, I do have a couple spots in my groups for mat. It's all on Zoom and it's through HealthWorks. So thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you tried this workout. Bye.